I got involved with the gay and lesbian synagogue in Los Angeles, and I worked there as cantor for a couple of years. I met this other guy who was attending there, who was also a singer and played guitar and piano, and we were both at the time interested in kind of political folk music. We had a lot of interest in the women's music movement that had sort of blossomed in the 70s. So we formed a duo, and we did this tour where we toured around the United States for about 4 months, and singing, you know, Israeli songs and these folk songs and all these kinds of things. So that's sort of going from one place to another and seeing all these different cities, and I hadn't really traveled outside of Los Angeles, seeing like all these places where there was a much stronger sense of Jewish identity of a city. I mean, you know, the major cities, the older the city was, the stronger the Jewish identity was. And when I finally got to New York, it was, you know, complete eye-opener. I mean, we were driving over one of the bridges into Manhattan, and we turned on the radio, and it was WEVD, and it was the Art Raymond Simcha, which was a show that was on every day, and they were playing Yiddish music on the radio, and you know, that was kind of a shock, because it's like I'd never, you know, heard you know, Jewish radio, you know, in such a major way in LA. So that sort of put the idea in my head that I would want to move to New York. Well, when I got to New York, I sort of like floundered around for a bit. I got involved with this brass band that played Balkan dance music. Through the Balkan scene, I think I also met some people who were involved in the Yiddish music scene, and through this woman Becky Miller, who was involved with this band called Klezmatics, I replaced her at YIVO as the assistant to the assistant director. The assistant director at the time was Adrian Cooper, and so I was kind of hired as a jack of all trades, just kind of to do this and that and typing and stuff. And then when around that time, in the brass band, one day Frank London came to a rehearsal. He had just moved back to New York after having been in Boston for many years. And he came and sat in with the brass band. And a few weeks later, I think I ran into him at this restaurant called Mogador. It's still there. It's a Moroccan restaurant, and every Wednesday night they had live music and a belly dancer. And he said he had seen that I played the accordion. He didn't actually know that I was a singer. He just knew that I played the accordion. He said, "Would you be interested in being in a klezmer band?" And you know, I didn't really, other than what I knew from LA and had the little you know, klezmer music I had heard from this sort of first wave of klezmer bands, you know, like Capella and Klezmer Conservatory Band and such. You know, I said, okay. I figured it would be a way, like, you know, a way to earn some extra money and you know, play weddings or something. So I came to what turned out to be the first rehearsal of the Klezmatics, and there were, you know, the six of us. It was me, Margot Leverett, Alicia Spiegels, Frank, and Dave Licht, and Dave Lindsay was a bass player, and that was the first rehearsal of the band that became the Klezmatics. So that's how I got involved with the Klezmatics.